Hello, YouTube.
Listen up, you primitive screwheads. This is our Evil Dead video.
Damn right. We've been talking about this for a long time. Ever since we first talked about making our own web show, Evil Dead was, I think, the first idea we had. We said, we gotta do an Evil Dead video.
But somebody wanted to wait till we got more popular before we did it. And we're still no more popular than when we started this thing.
Yeah, I know. I want to be like Wayne's World, damn it.
Those movies sucked.
Oh, come on. They had their own TV show, and they did it from their basement, and it was cool, and we had better ideas than they did, I think.
We don't got the hair.
Excellent, yeah, that's true. I did, but I chopped it all off. Well, yeah, anyway, I already reviewed all 3 Evil Dead movies in my own respective review, and he talked about the Army of Darkness comics and graphic novels and his own respective solo show, but we haven't talked about them together yet under Dead Level discussions, so
they're very good.
Today. They're amazing.
Every top 10 list we do of movies, these are at number 3, 2, and 1.
Damn right. Evil Dead 2 is probably my all-time favorite.
It has the right mix of horror and stupid shit going on.
Horror, humor, it's just
Bruce Campbell.
Perfect, yeah. Oh,
has it all.
Oh, yeah.
Now, some people don't know that there's actually 4 Evil Dead movies. The original was in black and white, and it was just a college movie.
Oh, you mean Within the Woods?
Yeah, Within the Woods.
Yeah, Bruce Campbell actually died in that one, too. He got possessed and was one of the ones that died. I think his name... It's been a while since I've seen that footage, but I think his name was Bruce, too, like in the movie. Or
How original.
It wasn't Ash. I know it wasn't Ash, I don't think.
Yeah.
Originally, they called him Ash because that was supposed to be what the character ended up as by the end of the movie. He was just going to be a pile of ashes, but I guess they chose to have him a good thing, too, because he's freaking awesome. Best horror protagonist, and best movie character, period. He's just a badass. He's my fucking hero.
Yeah.
Love me some Ash Williams.
They even pitted him against Freddy Krueger and Jason Voorhees at the same time twice, and he won.
I wish they would have made that to a movie. Freddy versus Jason versus Ash. And yeah, he would have to win. If they did a movie of that, he would have to win. Come on, I mean...
That's always better than the comic, though.
What's that?
I hope it's better than the comic, though.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Because he gets married, settles down.
Yeah.
After the first time.
It got kind of mixed up, too, in the comic books. But yeah, he has to win at the end. I mean, come on, he's the hero. As much as I love Jason and Freddy, come on, it's fucking Bruce Campbell. It's Ash, come on.
But nowadays, it would have to be, like, animated. Because Bruce Campbell's too fat to be running around.
Well, we're going to have the Ash vs. Evil Dead TV series coming out, though. And I'm freaking psyched to find out what Ash has been up to all these years. You know, he's going to return to battle the Deadites with his trusty boomstick and fucking chainsaw arm. Or his mechanical robot hand, whichever one.
I kind of wonder how he was able to even make that hand.
I know.
work.
Back in 1300 AD, when he had like a chemistry book or something in the trunk of his...
No, it's not the hand stuff. Like, how's he hook it to his arm and it actually works?
What makes it open and close? It had to be like attached to his nerves or something, or muscles.
But I guess we shouldn't ask questions about that.
Well, you guys suspend some disbelief. It's like with all the inconsistencies in the movies. Like, so how many people did you go to with the cabin, Ash? Oh, 5. Oh, wait, no, it's just me and my girlfriend Linda. And she looked like Betsy Baker. Oh, wait, no, she looked like Denise Bixler. Oh, no, she looked like Bridget Fonda. So many inconsistencies through the movies. And between the first 2 and Evil Dead 2 and Army of Darkness. You know, he was regarded as a hero at the end of Evil Dead 2. But then for, most of the beginning of Army of Darkness, they think that he's one of Tenry's men. Or a Deadite. Or they think he's working for the enemy. Yeah, you got the comic
here it is.
adaptation of that, yeah.
Yes. See? This is what happens like directly after second movie.
Yeah.
Leads into the third.
They changed it. Plus that winged demon, the one who blows its head off at the ending of Evil Dead 2, that doesn't show up till much later in Army of Darkness.
It's probably a different one.
Too. Yeah, probably. The winged...
I kind of wonder why, when Evil Ash first shows up, he's the same as Bruce Campbell, but at the end, he has a British accent when they're fighting, when he gets, all his skin burned away, and he's a skeleton.
You were good Ash, and I'm bad Ash. You're little goody two-shoes.
Little goody two-shoes, little goody two-shoes.
I love that.
Good, bad.
I'm the guy with the gun. Oh my gosh. So many great lines. He really he was so different, like in the Evil Dead, till Army of Darkness, the character of Ash is like, he's like polar opposite. He was kind of cowardly, introverted nerd in the first one.
Like us.
Yeah, he's more like us. But then by the third movie, he was like a friggin' one-liner spitting action hero.
Like us.
Yeah, but he seemed a little more incompetent, like in Army of Darkness.
Yeah, but he did seem kind of smarter than everybody else around him, though.
Well, yeah, true. Well, what do you expect? They're all primitives from freaking 14th century.
I kind of wonder, like, why didn't the wise man just write down the words? Because he should have known that Ash would forget them.
I know. It was the same words from the day the Earth stood still that they used to control the robot.
I don't think he knew those
Klaatu, Barata, There, I said the words. Oh, God. I love you, Bruce Campbell.
Why was there 3 books? If he said,
if
he said the words right, did he have to grab one, or?
I guess 2 of them were like just decoys. It was like a trap. Why does the book look so different between movies?
I don't know.
It looked the coolest in Evil Dead 2. It was only in the beginning because it got burned to a crisp at the end of the first.
How did he get out of the book when he was sucked into it?
Yeah, I know. That's another thing. He's Bruce Campbell. That's why he can do anything. Everybody around him always ends up getting killed, but he's like stupid enough to survive somehow.
Yeah. I kind of want to see them do a movie adaptation of I gotta check if I get the names mixed up. Some of these segments. What? They're puns, okay? Puns are hard to remember. Okay, let's see. Ashes to Ashes.
I figured, yeah, Ashes to Ashes.
Yeah, like basically the wise man comes forward in time because surprise, Ash messed up, and he's back farther than he would have been, so he hasn't left for the cabin yet. So he has, and by the time he gets there, it's already in full swing, and he has to fight himself. And it's, I had a question. Okay, he left the book in a castle in England, but that archaeologist got from Castle Kandar somewhere in the Sudan. How did that happen?
Well, it was like centuries later. I guess we could assume that it got there somehow. Somebody put it there. I don't know. Well, I guess technically you could say by that time Ash had he didn't really get rid of the evil because obviously it still existed, but I think he really set it back. Like he really what's the word? He really
stopped it.
Yeah, well, temporarily, and so they're able to take the book from the graveyard, I guess. Well, even though he already did back then, but I mean, like alternate timelines and whatnot. And yes, Evil Dead 2, by the way, is a direct sequel. I talked about this in my Evil Dead 2 review video, but it is a direct sequel. It's not a remake. It's not a distant sequel. For more info, watch my review of Evil Dead 2 or just look it up. It's Sam Raimi himself says that people who say it's a remake are morons.
Just tell them they're not going to watch it. Just tell them they're not going to watch it.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, okay. Well, it's not a remake. The first 7 minutes are just a recap of the first movie because they couldn't get the footage. They didn't feel like getting 3 other actors to play the other 3 friends, so they just did Ash and Linda.
Yeah.
He wouldn't. Anybody who thinks that he went back to the same cabin with a different girlfriend named Linda, and then happened upon the Book of the Dead again, and the same thing happened. If you honestly think that, yeah, no.
But then again. And everything later, like, they never mention his sister or his 2 friends. They just mention him and Linda.
Well, I know, but, I don't know. Well, a lot of people hadn't seen the first Evil Dead. When Evil Dead 2 came out, but Sam Raimi didn't want to just say, when we last found our hero, he was, the evil force was chasing through the house, knocking down doors, it couldn't just start out from there. He had to introduce the cabin and introduce the book, and we had to know that somebody got possessed, and Ash was forced to, to kill them. They had to show something. So, and they couldn't get the footage, so they couldn't do a little flashback sequence. I wish they could do it now. Just re-edit that on to just shut people up. I've heard some really retarded theories on the web too. Some people, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Some people think that Ash died back in 1300 AD. I guess they didn't see the end of Army of Darkness. Either version.
How did he not die? I've slept like a couple thousand years.
I don't know. I guess that potion made it to where he lived through anything. I don't know. His hair still grew, and he didn't really age other than his hair.
Why did he give him a whole vial when all he needed was like six drops?
They took 7 and slept until the end of the world. In the original ending, not the alternate ending, the original ending.
I like the alternate ending better.
Yeah, but I don't know. He was already been through too much.
I could have been king,
break.
but my place was here. Yeah. Wow, Ash. That's some story.
Hail to the king, yeah. Hey, she-bitch. Who are you? Ash. Housewares. Shop smart, shop S-smart.
I kind of wonder how long he'd been back before that happened, though.
I would imagine like a few days, at least.
So was he talking about all 3 movies?
Yeah, I think he told him all 3. That's why there's so many inconsistencies, because it's all being told from Ash's point of view. That explains all the all the errors between the movies, all the continuity mistakes and stuff. Because Ash is telling the story, and he's been hit on the head so many times, and plus, he was kind of incompetent to begin with. So that's the way I look at it, anyway.
Yeah, I kind of wonder how he made it through 2 movies without his chainsaw running out of gas.
I know, right? Well, to be fair, he doesn't really have it very long in Army of Darkness. He switches to that metal hand from the knight in armor, the suit of arms or whatever.
And how did he jury rig that chainsaw to slide onto his hand and not chop it up in the gears?
I don't know. I guess he was kind of a tech geek.
He did have a bunch of engineering books.
Yeah, I think he was kind of a whiz at stuff like that. He was able to make a mechanical hand with 14th century technology, so we can't even do that these days, really. Not like that, anyway.
Nope.
I think in this one, it should be upgraded. It should be a total cybernetic hand that does all kinds of stuff, really moves around and spins around and stuff. And, he can, alternate between that and his chainsaw. They even have some kind of gun or something he puts on his arm.
Yeah, like in TV shows. Drop Dead, he gets shot into the future, and he gets an upgraded robotic hand with lasers and all that stuff.
Yeah, they should do that. They did that in Fistful of Boomstick, the PS2 game as well.
I prefer Regeneration.
Well, Regeneration, according to Regeneration, Army of Darkness never happened, so it's kind of an alternate universe, like what happened after the 2 massacres in the cabin, the first 2 movies, and it takes place right after that pretty much, but it's he never went back in time or anything. So that would be interesting. If they made that into a movie, an alternate, what if, what could have happened.
Are you talking to me, Doc? This is one of your crazy mad scientist rants. No, but they could have used the movie to play. They could have make this movie play right off after the third one, where he's in the store and all that happens. Why'd you do this? And then
they could
this
write it.
Happened.
They could write it to do that. I thought Fistful of Boomstick would have made a good part 4 also. They play the tape in the radio station, and the whole friggin' city gets possessed and stuff, and then he goes back in time and some other stuff. I thought that'd make it cool. Yeah. I don't really want any more time travel, though, honestly, in the series. I think they should, stay in the present.
Though I would like to see him go back in time and fight a dinosaur.
That'd be cool. You're about to be extinct. He'll have some cool
you are the species, I'm the extinction.
Yeah, there you go. Kiss my boomstick, you prehistoric beast. He'd come up with something.
What?
I've just seen how much long this video is. I guess we have to talk about the remake too.
No!
No? Okay,
it sucked!
Good. The best part was after the end credits.
What was the point of that?
Groovy.
That movie...
That was the best part.
What was the point?
What they should have done is they could have made it just like that, except have the Necronomicon look like it did in the other movies, with the face and stuff. I know the appearance changed, but it wasn't the same Necronomicon, or even the Naturum de Monto, as they called it in the first movie. Have it look like that, change a little bit, don't make it inhabited by Satan and stuff, have the evil Kandarian spirits, and then have Ash show up, even if it's towards the end of the movie, have him show up and save everybody, and call it Evil Dead 4. Then it would have been awesome. But no, it's pretend the other ones don't exist. That was produced by Robert Tappert, who produced the original, and Sam Raimi and Bruce Campbell. It's just man, they actually, if they had something to do with that movie. Have you noticed, you see the Ash vs. Evil Dead the advertisement of the TV show, it's in the same font as the remake, so that makes me think it's going to be in the same universe. But how can they do that? Because it's 2 different books. That wasn't the same book from the original series. So how can they really have a crossover or whatever? It's just I don't want to see that. I don't want to see Mia or Maya or whatever the hell.
I don't know.
Unless Ash kills her.
But I don't know. But I saw a thing last night on Facebook. It showed a kind of poster showed him and what looked like that chick from the movie.
Yeah.
And some black dude. So she might be in the show.
God. Oh, Stu, she was possessed and twisting her neck and breaking all her bones.
She should be dead!
Yeah, and then they just bury her in the ground and she comes back and then she turns out to be the main character? The lone survivor? What the hell? I thought that one guy who ended up blowing himself up trying to destroy the possessed people, I thought he was going to be like the new hero, that kind of the Ash role. They didn't call any character Ash, thank goodness. That would have been blasphemy. That would have been sacrilege to put that name on somebody other than Bruce Campbell, but
Didn't each one of a letter from their names make the title?
Probably.
Or something, I don't know.
Something like that, I don't know. I haven't watched it since I saw it in the theaters. Maybe I should watch it again and reevaluate my opinion, but why even bother? Why does it even have to exist? I appreciate that they went back to the horror roots. It was scary again, I mean, come on, let's face it. Army Darkness is pretty much a straight-up action comedy.
I'm okay with that.
Well, me too. But, so I kind of appreciate the remake making it... It was pretty scary, it was gory, But, just like, why does it have to exist? What's wrong with preserving a piece of art? Like, everybody says, oh, remakes don't ruin the original, they're still there. Well, they are, but it's like, I don't know, it's like going to a museum, finding a painting of Mona Lisa, and having a 6-year-old draw over it with crayons. That's what remakes remind me of. It's like, what's wrong with preserving something as a piece of art? It's a cinematic, piece of time. It's like a historic thing. It should be preserved and be valued and not crapped all over. Yeah, the best part is after the end credits. I don't really have anything else to add about the remake, so. Back to the original trilogy. And yes, this video will probably be called the Evil Dead Trilogy. So even though we didn't have to talk about the friggin' remake, we're focusing on the Bruce Campbell movies.
Yeah.
There's a lot of other good movies that had Bruce Campbell in it as well.
Yeah, but we're talking about the good movies.
Yeah.
Although, it's kind of like, if you want to be like, say there's a fourth movie, it's like, My Name is Bruce would be like the fourth movie in this series.
Sorta, well, yeah, but I mean, according to that movie, all of them are movies, and people are confusing him with Ash. And
stuff. Even though he acts like Ash.
Save him from, yeah, he does. Yeah, that was a cool movie, but I'd still rather see like a real Evil Dead 4, but we're getting a TV series, so even better.
I'll be surprised if it's not canceled before it even gets started.
Well, we can only hope. I mean, I'm trying to be optimistic about it. They should have made it sooner, though. I will say that. Either that or a part 4. They should have done.
Well, they had to wait for like
90s.
Burn Notice to end.
Yeah,
so you could be free.
Yeah. Burn Notice. Come on, get back to his roots. Get back to the Ash character. That's what we want to see. Come on.
Yeah.
He was good in The Intruder, even though he was barely in Maniac Cop 1 and 2, even though he didn't last long in the second one.
What was the point of that?
I know. I think he can't kill
Bruce Campbell. What's the point, like they're saying, like it's happening there, St. Patrick's Day, but then the next movie is fucking Christmas.
Yeah, and it takes place like a few days later, doesn't it? It's like, how did that happen? How did it go from March to December in such a short time?
And another thing, the Maniac Cop, though, they're talking about him in the first movie like it's been like 10 years, but really in the second it's like, oh, it's just been 2 years since all that happened.
Yeah, it's like what? Yeah, weird. Robert Z'Dar, who played Matt Cordell, the zombified officer, who's the titular type. He's the Maniac Cop. He passed away recently, so rest in peace, Robert Z'Dar. Yeah, we should do a Maniac Cop video somewhere down the line. But anyway, back to Evil Dead. I think the first movie is like one of the only movies I can think of. I talked about this in my review, but it's like one of the only movies I can think of that really it's made to be scary and gory at the same time.
That's also the ones I've seen that has tree rape in it.
Yeah, I think that scene. I think that got the movie banned in a few countries back then. Cheryl, who's supposedly Ash's sister. She says, it's your sister Cheryl when she's possessed, but he didn't really seem to give a crap that she died. He never said, yeah. When he's telling the story at the end of Evil Dead, yeah, my sister was one of them. He always talks about Linda. It's like, they took Linda. The evil forces, it took Linda. What about your friggin' sister, man? Damn.
Well, he wasn't having sex with his sister.
I know, but shit. Should still show a little bit of remorse. I don't know. That kind of leads me to think she wasn't really a sister. Maybe, I don't know. Who knows? I don't think his last name is ever actually stated in the movies themselves.
Are you sure?
I don't think it ever says Ashley J. Williams in the movies. He's referred to as Ash, or Ashley in the first movie by Cheryl. Look at Ellen Sandweiss. Oh, well, at least the comic books acknowledged it. The movies never did. I had a sister? What?
Yeah.
Oh, well. He's Bruce Campbell. He can do what he wants.
Another thing that I really like is, like, this is Bruce Campbell. Polka Dot Inventory, too. Like, Rash Williams is, like, a character you play against. He's also with Brock Hanson, Claptrap, and Sam from Sam & Max. Goober is, like, he said, like, I wonder what happened to Cheryl. And then Gladys from Poor comes out and says, oh, well, she died of the plague, but one of her descendants came to America and ended up with Brock Hampton. Like,
Oh.
Which was awesome.
So that's it. Oh, well.
Yeah, that's fine.
They've had some really good ideas in the expanded universe of the Evil Dead mythology.
Ash versus the classic monsters.
Yeah. I still want to see Freddy vs. Jason versus Ash. That's the main thing I'd like to see. Even if they have it as an episode of a TV show, hell, as long as they have the original Jason and Freddy, not the remake versions.
I like to see Ash versus Reanimator be a movie.
Yes, they should have Herbert West in it, played by Jeffrey Combs. He should totally be in the show. I would love to see a Reanimator Evil Dead crossover. I'd also like to see Ash team up with Reggie from the Phantasm series. That would be awesome. Reggie's quadruple barrel shotgun.
Ash probably knock him out and steal it.
Yeah, probably. Well, he's got a pretty nice arsenal of weapons himself, you know. I feel like Phantasm 2 is kind of inspired by Evil Dead 2. There's some nods in it. They had like that bag that said, S. Raimi on it, and the crematorium scene or whatever. And then, I feel like Don Coscarelli was really inspired by. Obviously, the first Phantasm was, I think it might have been, Evil Dead was being filmed around the same time. The first Phantasm came out in 1979. That's when the first Evil Dead was being filmed. It wasn't released till 81. But, who knows. Yeah, an Ash and Reggie team up would be awesome. You could fight against the Tall Man and Evil Ash, the Deadites, and the little dwarves, and the flying spears. That would be kick-ass. So what's your favorite part from each movie?
I'd have to say at the end of the first one, like he's running through the house and it's right behind him.
At the end,
that was pretty cool. Like
yeah.
There had to be like two different takes. Like he goes through the door and like has to cut and like go back to where he's not there anymore. Like together like that is like really cool.
Well, watch the commentary, and I think they said it took several takes to get that right. I think they had like people standing behind the doors and they had to like pull them and stuff, and like I think it was like really hard to get that shot. Like I really like the claymation at the end when it's, the possessed Cheryl and possessed Scott. Where they're like decomposing when he throws the Necronomicon into or Natron Demonto, the Book of the Dead. He throws it in the fireplace, it's like burning, and then they're like decomposing into demon goo. The stop animation effects are just cool as hell. It may look dated, but I still love it.
The second movie, my favorite part of the movie, he's like chasing his hand around at the beginning.
Yeah. Gotcha, didn't I, you little sucker? And blood. Freaking waterfall blood. Yeah, that was good. That was stop animation too, and I had the hand crawling. Yeah.
Nobody does good stop animation anymore.
I know. I miss it. I like it way better in CGI. But I like the laughing scene, the deer head.
That head's creepy.
And everything. It was. Like, everything starts laughing, and then he starts laughing. He's definitely losing his mind by the second movie. He's definitely, like, going insane himself.
I would be worried if he wasn't going crazy by then.
Oh, yeah, shit, anybody would after that. I also really like when he first has his chainsaw, the chainsaw replacing his severed, replacing his nub. Yeah. And his chainsaw attached to his arm after he cut his hand off since it was possessed. Yeah, and then has a shotgun, saws it off, puts it, groovy. And that's awesome.
Wait,
plays that heroic music.
If he sawed it off in the second movie, why is it back to regular length in the next movie?
Yeah, good point. He also says that he got it from S-Mart, I think. He's, like, describing it. He's like, it's like, didn't he find it in the cellar or the cabin? I don't know, so many inconsistencies. Ash is not really all there sometimes.
I guess my favorite part of the third movie is London Bridge is falling down, falling down.
I like the director's cut because they extend it.
Funny.
Yeah, I like when in the extended cut, the director's cut, which I have on DVD too. When he's that little guy's like hiding in the fireplace, like and knocks him and he burns alive. And I was just like, oops. I love that. Yeah. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Let's go into that cellar and carve ourselves a witch.
So what are your 3 favorite parts?
Oh, I already mentioned them. Oh wait, I haven't talked about Army of Darkness, my favorite part. That's a hard one. So many good parts in that movie. I guess when Evil Ash is first, or Bad Ash is first, like emerging from his body. I'm blind. It's getting bigger. When I first saw that, I was like, "What the hell's going on?" He's got an eyeball on his shoulder. It's like the kid on the gate had like the eyeball like in his hand. I was like, "What the hell?"
I kind of wonder like how he didn't end up naked from that. Cause like
yeah, I know he still had the clothes and everything. It's like,
that's weird.
The clothes grew too. Didn't he have both hands too? The Bad Ash? Didn't he have
both
he
hands?
Did. Both normal hands? Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
That's weird.
That is weird.
Yeah. You think it's enough time?
26 minutes. Man, I thought we had more to talk about. I thought this might have been a 2-parter.
Nah.
I know there's something we're leaving out. I mean, we can only sit here and worship those amazing masterpieces for hours. I pretty much said all I want to say in my review videos, and he talked about it in his Army of Darkness.
We'd probably more say if like we were like doing a commentary on the movies as they happened.
Yeah. Maybe we should do something like that eventually.
If we figure out how. Unless like we watch it, like we got the iPad point toward us while it's playing in the background.
Yeah, we could do that.
Or something. But I guess this is enough time. Because any longer, like we'll have to like it'll take like an hour to upload.
Yeah, we already talked about the movies, the comics, the video games, even the remake, which isn't even really worth mentioning as far as I'm concerned. If you do like it, though, I respect your opinion. But
if you don't like it, fuck you.
Yeah, if you don't like the original trilogy. So how could you not like, Ash battling the Deadites? Come on, this is awesome.
Yeah.
I like when the thing comes through the door, the evil one's a thing of flesh, is like, and his hair turns white. And they got the vase and the flowers like dying, living up and dying right next to him. Don't look, Annie! Finish the passages! Get rid of it! Oh god, I've seen those movies way too many times. Can't get enough of them.
I want every worm-eating bastard in this cemetery holding a sword!
I will command every worm-infested son of a bitch that ever died in battle. He does the Xena thing. It's like, he does the friggin' Xena warrior cry or whatever.
Who rules?
When I first watched that, I didn't know that it was... I mean, I guess it was obvious, but I was really young. I didn't know it was Bruce Campbell played Bad Ash, too. I mean, I guess, I should have known, but...
Yeah.
I guess I didn't really realize it. You'll never obtain the Necronomicon. You'll die in the desert before you get it. Hey, what's that on your face, huh? He throws the dirt on.
Give me the book. Here you go. And just like hits the cannibal and launches it.
Oh god. I got a bone to pick with you. Yeah, he's like all burned up. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but then his accent somehow changes.
I know, what was up with that? Oh, I love those, that army of living skeletons. It reminded me of Jason of the Argonauts or something.
It reminded me of like one of those Sinbad movies.
Yeah. The stop animation skeletons. That was cool as hell.
Yeah. It didn't look cheesy at all.
Nope. Oh, it's still awesome no matter what.
What are we at now?
About the 30-minute mark. I guess we might as well wrap this up.
Watch the movies, they're good.
If you haven't seen them yet, what the hell are you doing still watch this video? Go watch them right now. Yeah. And we probably spoiled all the best parts, but it doesn't matter. Go watch them.
They're still good.
Yeah, go watch them.
We probably missed something. But,
probably, but go watch the movies and they speak for themselves how great they are.
Yeah.
Go watch them. What are you waiting for? Turn the video off and watch the movies! Long live Evil Dead. Bruce Campbell. Alright, well, I'm Hellhound.
Spellbinder.
And thank you for watching Dead Level Discussions. And,
fuck you.
Yeah. And shop smart, shop S-smart.
Hail the king, baby.